The fully geek.
What's happening, man? Them greetings. What's happening?
Yes.
People.
Yo.
What's going
We're
on?
back
My brothers.
Back episode 61.
of the popular requests. We're here again visually, you know what I mean?
Get me international. The international's been asking for us. They said, "What's going on?" Shout out to the girl in the comments that said, "Hey fellas, hey."
Hey.
Yeah. You didn't say not much more than hey, but we accepted the hey. So
give,
thank you,
give your opinions as well, man. Let us know. Feedback.
guys. You know what we got to do, and I should have even put it in the group, and I feel stupid for saying it now, guys. We need to have like a hashtag. What is our hashtag? Like, we need to have a hashtag that when people holler at us and all the rest of it, we've got a hashtag. So by the end of the lesson, at the end of the pod today, we'll do
Listen.
Listen.
Perfect in school, you know.
It's to students. That's how you feel. Is that how you see us? As students.
Bruv, do you know, like, all right, the maddest thing is, like, last week Friday, yeah, I had to do an assembly. And because of the COVID stuff, yeah, I had to do assembly online. Like this. So literally I'm in the screen trying to do an assembly to all these kids, and they're all in their classroom, their tutor rooms. And there I am giving them the best assembly. I'm saying words, and I'm giving like some long lecture about how impressive I am, all of this. Bruv, why did the students couldn't hear a word I said, you know? All they heard was like, "Sir, you sound like a robot, bruv." I was like, what? Everybody, like, I was there, because obviously I can't hear no feedback from them. I'm giving it all, I'm doing hand gestures, the works, nothing. So I apologize, my students. I mean, my fellow brothers.
What's good?
What's going on? How's everyone's week been?
Hot.
Well,
Hot.
yeah, it's been alright.
It's the return of the sun, man.
Global warming, man.
It's not really global warming, but I get you, girl.
No, I agree with Kel, man. That's what it felt like still.
No, global warming
I mean...
is when... No, someone's joking. I'm taking the piss. I'm taking the piss. It's not science lesson. It's not science lesson. But yeah, we will talk about the heat wave. All right, let's start with the regular COVID-19 updates.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so guys, apparently 6 is the magic number. It's no longer 3. 6 is the magic number. And similar to like when we broke the news last pod, it's now you've got to be in 6. Otherwise, you're in trouble. And they're talking about fines of £100, doubling every time that you get caught. Are we here for this? Are we there for that? What are we saying?
This is bullshit, bro. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Why do you say that's nonsense?
Why 6? What's the difference 6 and 7? What's the difference?
I clearly don't know. I don't
exactly. That's what I mean. This is make up as they go. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just nonsense.
Obviously, they're going on the back of scientific information, right?
No, they're not. No, they're not, bro.
Okay. you
So,
know more, okay.
Let's say that they are.
Let's
say that they are, but I heard that the train was packed today. And when you think about 6 people in the house, how many people in the carriage, like, it doesn't make sense, does it? It's like, why?
And they want you to go to work. They want you to go to the office. Okay, there's more than 6 people in the office.
Yeah.
So how does that work out?
That's perfectly fine.
That's
so
fine.
What I'm saying is, remember, it's only if you're in a group of 6 with your mandem, it's a problem. If you're at work, if you're at school, if you're in Tesco's, Sainsbury's,
in the tube,
any of those things, it's perfectly fine. But only if you're in 6 with your people, then it's a problem. And woe behold, if there's a 7th person, the virus is so clever, it counts you, then says, I'm going to get you because there's 7 or 8 of you.
Why are you mocking Boris?
It come like
because he's an idiot. That's why.
No, you're mocking Boris, and this is the information he's been provided.
He's mocking us.
He's
mocking us, bro.
Bruv, no, do you know that? Do you know what?
Okay.
They said you can go, like, funerals and stuff are fine, weddings and stuff are fine, all of those things are fine. And maddest thing is, you can even go, it's not fox hunting, whatever kind of hunting Boris does, that's perfectly legal as well for you to go in a group of 15. Literally, like, that's cool. Bruv, don't get me wrong. I'm here for let's not have parties, let's not rave and all the rest of it. But come on, man. Man can't have a birthday party, like, for a couple of people, like family. What if you come from a big family? What if there's more than 6 of you in your own household? Grandma's got to stay outside.
You're gonna confine yourself to just 6 people in your whole life for how long? No. You're not gonna see anyone else.
No,
grandma's got to stay outside.
What about them 6 people that you meet up with? And then, bruv, it's all bullshit. I don't understand why You're not getting it, Richard. And/or Legend. Larry.
Maximus.
Sorry, I missed out Maximus. Sorry.
Like you're the full government, you know. You're the full government.
He's with the government though, isn't it? Sorry, bro. Sorry, my bad. I'm getting hot again.
Cut.
We edit that. It's all right. It's not live.
No, do you know what it is, right? The way I see it is, obviously, Boris has given us directions, right? We know what's happened. Who's kissing the teeth? What's your problem?
Me.
No. Obviously, just like you, but obviously, what Boris has stated, it's a bit confusing. It doesn't really make sense too much, right? The whole 6 people, but there's rationale behind it. As you can see, I don't know if you saw earlier today, North East is going to go on lockdown, so that includes Newcastle, Tyneside, Tyneside, wherever it is, and a few other. Sunderland,
Middlesbrough, all them.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you know what I mean? So that's going to happen up there as well. So eventually, you know what it is. It's going to go into lockdown. We're going to
so
go
what's your point? I
lockdown
don't understand. What's your point?
But the point is, he's saying it for a reason. He's saying it for a reason.
No, but the rules that he's making up doesn't make sense.
He's not making up the rules.
Just say we're on lockdown again. That's all.
He's avoiding that.
Well, then don't say nothing at all then, because this 6 business doesn't make sense.
6 number doesn't make sense because all of the other politicians and all the other MPs, they were like, why 6? So they even said in the house, why 6? And don't get me wrong, it's just a random number. It could be whatever it is. But for me, it's just, again, the problem is what we're saying is we don't want parties, we don't want raves, we don't want all of that stuff. Like, people don't take the piss, innit? But 6 is just a random number. That's what it's more about. Is like, especially if you come from like our community where your family is bigger than 6, how does that work? Does that mean if everyone comes to my house or everyone in my house is awake, does that mean we're breaking the rules?
So what's what you say about our community, everyone's got big families, right?
No, but yeah, exactly. But yeah, not everybody, but yeah. Like, for example, you go to if you went to your mum's house, there's going to be more than 6 of you in the house. Does that mean if the police knock the door, someone's getting arrested or fined?
Potentially.
I think they're saying things for safety reasons and so on and so forth, but I don't think they think about these things entirely. Like, even with the mask things in the shops, it's like, wear a mask in the shop. And it kind of almost seems like, well, you should wear a mask and you have to be challenged in some way, like why you're not wearing a mask, right? Like, because there's loads of people I see in the shops, they're not wearing any masks. I'm like, and you feel like I'm wearing a mask and you just feel like, what are the rules around this? You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to say something, like, enforce it. Or I don't know. It just seems like
it's up to the people that work in the is it people that work in the shops? Is it up to them to tell you to wear a mask?
It's their discretion because I must have.
It's not a law. It's what it is. No one can tell you to wear a mask. And they're trying to make you feel like you have to. You don't have to wear a mask.
And that's the thing. So even this rule of 6, again, it's not a law. And that's where the problem is because they're asking the police to enforce it, but it's not a law. Yeah, police are there supposed to be doing criminal law. They're not supposed to be doing like civil law and all the rest of it. It's not their job. So you're kind of telling people that we can do one thing, but actually they can't really do that.
And how do you manage? How do you manage that? Do you know what I mean? Think about all the households on one street with terrace houses in it. Like, unless someone's just basically like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, true. Say there's like 7 people in that house. Like,
but you know, that's the maddest thing, bro. You know, like, they're encouraging us to go and snitch on our neighbours, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so what? A man across the road's gonna see like 4 people coming in my yard. They're gonna say there's already 5 people that live in that house. Yeah. There's more than 4. Go and arrest. Come on, man.
And you know, there's some people that will do that 100%, bro.
And to be fair, it makes more sense. Like, if you got your family, maybe friends, like, obviously not everyone comes together at the same time, but like, at least it's your family. At least it's the same sort of people that you're around all the time. Whereas like, where it's all okay for everyone to just be squashed up on a train. I don't get it.
This is what I'm saying. Just say lockdown again. That's all.
Yeah.
Just say, like, guys, we're gonna go on lockdown.
He's trying to avoid it as much as possible, just for the economy.
Well, that's all it is. It's the economy.
And this is what it seems like. It seems like, oh, let's just tailor the virus to suit our needs. It's like, if it's one of these things where no, the virus is dangerous, it kills people. If we have to, if the economy has to like fall in order to save lives, then do that. Don't look like, okay, well, let's just put 6 and let's put everyone on a train. Like, no, it doesn't. Make your mind up.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, that's what it is for me. I mean, so even before that, we had the rule of 30. So, for example, you could have a function, but you could only have a maximum of 30 people. Again, it's a random number. But even more so with that is then, because obviously that came in last week. And then it was like the rule of 6. So everyone was like, last weekend, they're going to try and do everything. If you're having a party, you're going to try and have it that weekend. So I saw a student in Nottingham. He had a function. Apparently got out of hand. Yeah. The rumours were there were 32 or 34 people there. I'm not 100% sure of the numbers. Yeah. So say he invited 20 people. The numbers kind of grew. I don't know. A friend bought a friend or whatever. A couple of people gate crashed.
As you do.
They fined the student 10 grand. Is that right? Like, it's supposed to be up to 10 grand. Why are you slapping a 10 grand just fine on the student? What do you expect him to do?
The thing is, warn him. No. Like, warn him. Like, listen, we're going to go away for 20 minutes, half an hour. If you come back and there's still all these people here, you get fined. That's
people
what
know the rules. People know that it's the set. He's the first example.
But why are you making him an example? Also, like, what? He wasn't having a coronavirus party, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you got a man that's infected that's just going up in the place and everyone's coming there and getting infected. I just felt like that was a bit drastic. It's like when you've got music and your neighbor says that you're playing music too loud, the police come and say, can you turn it down? You say, all right, cool, I'll turn it down. Then you just carry on with whatever you're doing.
Very true.
No, yeah, but I get that. But it is a virus. It's killed people. So
yeah, but it's not killing people at the moment, Rich. And
no,
the problem is no matter what happens, Rich, no matter what happens, like no matter the virus is still going to be here. This is my thing. Like from a science point of view, the virus is not going nowhere. Yeah, whether we're on lockdown, whether we're not on lockdown, the virus is not going nowhere. Yeah. If you believe in what Boris is saying about this vaccination stuff, that means the virus ain't going to go nowhere until there's some form of vaccination. So whether we're in our house, whether we're not in our house. So for me, that's what I'm saying. We can start saying, oh, there's a virus, it's killing people. I hear that. And it is. But also, what we're supposed to do, we can't live in our houses all the time. We're fucking up our immune system, which is making us even more prone to becoming sick because we're living in a sterile environment.
No, but a house party in these times is risk. Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
High risk.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Don't have house parties. Do you get me? Like, I'm for it.
So this is what Rich is saying. So you having a house party with 50 odd people.
No, but the rule was you can't have a house party of more than 30 people. Yeah, there was just a few over 30. It's like when I was driving.
Sorry to hear that. So if you just over the
I did that.
Alcohol limit, if you just over the limit drinking alcohol, sorry to hear that. You're gonna get slapped to the 6 points or whatever it is.
Fair enough, but I just felt like
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Bruv, there are people having underground raves with 500, 600, 1,000 people. Yeah, they're supposed to be hit with 10 grand. That's who you're supposed to be going for. A youth man that's had a party with like 2 or 3 people, you're supposed to give him a warning, fine him £500, whatever. But a fat 10,000, bro.
Youth man had a problem, and
they're not the problem, Richard. I'm sorry, I sound like Marlon this week. This is what they're just making us believe is that the youth are the problem. How are the youth the problem?
Because, from what they're saying, because they're carrying it, they're up and down, you're not caring. And this is the whole point. For the fact that having parties over 30 people, that is the problem.
Rich, do you care?
Do I care? What do you mean, do I care?
No, do you care?
Of course I do.
Okay, but you're a youngster. Okay, you would be classed as the young people.
No, but come on. I wouldn't be.
His hairline is
different. You're lucky we're on camera, son. Yeah?
I don't accept this. Anyway, go on.
Youngish, okay, but youngish, yeah. So are we the problem? That's what I'm saying. Like, would you class yourself as part of the problem?
No, because
your age group. That's what they're saying.
No. It's not our. Listen, it's not our age group. We know what age group it is. It's between 18 to 29. That is the age group that they specified. I believe so. Yeah. So we're
for people that are carrying the virus, or just people that are being not listening.
What both.
No, I don't agree.
I think that's a bit of a.
I don't agree.
There's loads of. I don't. I think all ages are probably doing it. Maybe some. I think that's hard to like.
That's what it is. Really. For me, it's how do you quantify that? Yeah. How do you get it? Like, I mean, last week they spoke about stuff like, oh, people are the wrong people are taking tests. What do you mean the wrong people are taking tests? No, that doesn't make sense, because really everyone should be taking tests. So actually what they're actually trying to say to us, they only want positive test results. So if that's the case, they only want people that have the virus to take the test to say, yes, this many people have it. Because again, we're now duking the stats. Like, you're supposed to be able to take a test, realize you don't have it. So that's supposed to be a good thing.
Get that.
That's why I just feel like I just feel like it's mixed messages, and it's almost like it's better you just don't say nothing at all, bro.
I didn't realize there was this rule of 30, at all. Like,
but you fully broke it, yeah?
No, I didn't know. No, I'm saying I didn't do it, but I didn't know there was a like. Boy, if I knew that way, I would have been like.
Merv, do you know what? Yeah. Like Nate says, it keeps on changing, and it's changing overnight. Like,
and again, it's just like, I don't know. I think a lot of people probably are mindful of it, like, so they're not just going to sort of go out there. Like, there's going to be people that are just taking a mick. Like, do you necessarily have to have a party, or do you have to do this or do that? Like, or just be a bit mindful. Like, even though I can have up to 30 people, like, now's not the time to be raving and doing everything, and just everyone relax, isn't it? Like, if fair enough, it's your birthday, have a little function, but I still don't really get why.
That's all this for me. I think it's mixed messages. Last month we were eating out to help out, like, it was amazing.
Well, exactly.
Restaurants, pubs, all of it. No, it's too late, don't go. I just feel like let's not. Anyway, that's COVID-19. But I don't know. Maybe by next episode we'll know a little bit more. Maybe it'll be more detail. We'll be in rules of 2 or 3, but who knows? But Rich, I'm gonna go to you because you're our resident, not conspiracy man, but you like this kind of stuff. So there was aliens. It's aliens, but don't be confused. Like, aliens were found on Venus. Apparently, weren't you the person that put in the group?
No.
Oh yeah. All this kind of stuff. The whole mermaid thing and all this aliens. It's absolutely. It plays in my mind constantly. And for me to see the article, I had to at Marlon straight away because, there's other beings elsewhere, and I think Marlon was saying there wasn't, or I can't remember what Marlon was saying previously before. But it just interests me that they found life in Venus. And
did they find life?
They found oxygen. Sorry, they found oxygen particles.
Yeah, above the atmosphere on a planet that's how hot does it get? 460 degrees Fahrenheit. But they found life forms in the clouds.
So isn't that?
So as soon as they said something,
isn't that amazing?
That's it. You believe that you're funny.
No, but what do you mean? That's information that's been provided, right?
Basically, whatever anyone tells you that's on the news or anything is believable because it's coming from these people on the news. That's what you're saying.
But not necessarily. It's information that
they found life on. You just said they found life on Venus. You didn't say they may have or they said they have. You said they have found life. That's it. No
oxygen particles.
No thought about it. Just that's it. They found it.
But okay, so, and your point is you believe everything you see on TV, right? Is that what you're trying to get down to?
The news. You believe the media?
Okay, on the news, but don't you believe the media? So you're trying to disregard everything the media says to you.
Most things, yeah.
But
I know, like, for example,
why? I don't get that.
For example, we know that AIDS has been cured. We know cancers have been cured. Like, holistic doctors that cure these things always get killed. They always end up dead. But it's been proven that these things have been cured. So why are you still going to hospitals for chemo and all this money that they're taking off you? Why? Because you believe. Why are you still giving money to cancer research?
So you're saying it's been proven. So who's it been proven by? If you do
your research and stop watching the flipping news and following that, I've been telling you for 4 years, bro.
Who has done it?
Dr. Sabi. Check him out. Check him out. That's it. Just check it out. That's all I'm going to say to you. I'll plant the seed. Like, do your own research, bro. It's not you, just everyone. Like, stop following what you're hearing, man. There's a lot going on out there. Come on, look at these two chiefs.
Tiger uppercut.
No, I'm just saying, brother.
But
let's look it up. That's why I get annoyed, because you're just following. Like they said it, and then it must be true. No, it's not, man.
No, if it was that easy,
this guy to court, and he proved with all his patients that he cured AIDS, bruv. The judge told him you're doing good work.
So good work. Where is it now? Why isn't it being effective? Why isn't people just following
because
his
it would take away money from the pharmaceutical company if they
so everyone's going to disregard
then they wouldn't
it,
get any money. Do you understand how much money? Like, do you know what? Can we take a break?
No,
why?
But why? I don't get that.
No.
I don't get that. It doesn't make sense. But you're talking about
ITV.
You know, like you understand where I'm coming from, because we have these conversations. But I need someone else to kind of help me.
No, this is an argument, Marlon. So you need
it's not
someone
an argument. I'm not arguing.
You're talking about cancer. You're talking about saying it's cures.
Round 2, fight.
Look at the stuff I've sent over. Look at the stuff I've sent over the group. Look at everything I've sent. Like, he hasn't bothered. Like,
everything I get.
Did you look at the website? Did you check the?
Listen,
did you check?
I get every. But listen, but this is the thing. You're telling me
what I sent you,
now you're telling me 1 minute, guys. No, listen.
Fatality.
Oh my God! Now you're telling me to refer to websites and other documentation that you don't know is true.
I've sent you stuff.
But you've sent stuff. How do you know that's real?
I'm showing you.
But how do you know that's real?
Have you read what I sent you?
You've sent a lot.
Did you
Good
read
argument. How do we know what's true and what's not?
The government and the vaccines.
But we don't know. But if
we'll continue this.
Can I say something?
That's on the government website. So that's what they're doing. I'm not saying that the vaccine is real. That's what they are doing. It's on their website. They're gonna get. Did you not read it? Like the whole. You lot read it, right? Come on, back me up, Nate.
Yeah, no, I read it. I did read it. No, Marlon, I did read it. I just want you. I'm enjoying it.
No, you know what? Remember that auntie that came on the she was on the news, but she was all over the social media. Where she came out and said
a few weeks ago,
that she knows the cure, that chloroquine.
Oh, the one where
cures COVID.
And it was
the plant. Disregarded. Everyone thinks she's crazy. She's mad. She's not. Do you know what I mean? This is the kind of thing Marlon's talking about.
But if the mainstream came out and said it, Rich would be like, look, they cured it.
No, listen, I get what Marlon's saying. Don't believe everything that's in the media. But you're referring me to another website, another documentation that you don't know it's real. Have you been cured by it? Have you been cured by it?
Cured? You see,
he doesn't have nothing to be cured.
Exactly. So how can you confirm it?
Confirm
what? How can you say it works?
They're talking about rolling out vaccines. Like, that's what they're talking about.
No, man, what we just asked, like, you say Dr. Sebi all these things, but how do you know it works? All these things that Dr. Sebi was saying work.
Because you're reading.
How do you know?
Because he was taken. Because I followed Dr. Sebi. He was taken to court because they said he was a fraud. He was a fraud. He's saying he's curing all these patients. He's taking them for what's the word? He's taking them for exploiting these people. They said he had to bring 2 or 3 patients with him to prove it. He brought 77 of them, and the judge let him not. I can't even talk. I'm getting all excited. Not guilty because he proved that he cured AIDS, sickle cell, leukemia in children. He cured all of it with herbs. I've been telling you like this for years, but you seem to not want to hear what I'm saying. All you got to do is look it up. That's what I've told you about the Nick Cannon thing. How he was going to bring out. He is bringing out a documentary on Dr. Sebi, and that's why his name is now being torn through the mud. But you won't get that because you watch the news. Like, forget the news, bruv. Even watch Al Jazeera news. Watch Al Jazeera news. That's real news. Stop this Western news, bruv. I'm telling you, man. I can't say no more than that. News. And we'll have more. Pineapple. They told you a couple of weeks ago the pineapple was going to cure COVID. Does anyone remember that?
No.
Really?
Bruv, Nate, do your Google, please.
Exactly. When COVID came out, there a whole heap of nonsense
2-3 weeks ago, bruv. They came out and said that scientists are using the pineapple. They think they got the.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I remember that.
Are you taking the piss?
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Like, that's on the news. Like, I'm not saying I don't watch the news. I just don't take the bullshit they tell us. That's all.
Yeah, but then they said when COVID first come out, it was down to 5G.
Yeah, that was in Australia. Yes, I do remember the news.
And people that when 9/11 happened, they found the guy's passport 2 blocks down the road. Like, after a plane blew up in the building, they found the terrorist passport, and everyone in the world believed that. And then we went to war with these people that didn't do shit. But that's just my opinion.
No, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Facts.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Do some research. Anyway, I said what I'd say in our group.
Shout out to
let's wake up, people. Let's wake up.
Was the anniversary of the whole 9/11 stuff, so
yeah.
Found Saddam. Who was it? Found what's that guy? Who did they find in a hole, bruv?
Saddam
Hussein. In the flipping middle of the day, they found this guy.
No, it wasn't Saddam Hussein.
I know.
One of them.
It was.
Taliban.
No, but Saddam Hussein wasn't from 9/11. 9/11 was.
No. I'm just saying. It's just another. I know
9/11 was the other one, the tall one, the one that
Osama
bin Laden. Sorry, on a random. Allegedly. Do you know, like, when you was younger? Sorry, I was going slightly off. You know, when you was younger, did any of you look like you used to go on Black Chat?
Yes. Come on, Black Planet. And all them
Black. Yeah. Did you? Any of you man do it? It was just me and Kel.
I heard of that,
yeah.
I didn't go.
Yeah. So that was my name on Black Chat was Osama bin Yardi. So if you ever
so random.
If you ever got hollered at by Osama bin Yardi, it was me. You know what I mean? Not that I was into them things, by the way, because that was in the past. That was back in the day. Do you remember that time? No, I don't know if you was there, Kel. One time we was on Black Chat in uni.
Yes, like, you and Marvin.
And we was like, oh yeah, we're at uni. She was like, oh, I'm in Enfield. It's like, oh, come through. Then we met her in the library. He was like, yeah, walk on. You're right, cool. All right, safe. Yeah. Anyway,
I thought there's more to the story.
No. Because I realized how disrespectful it sounded, so I kind of stopped the story where it needed to be stopped.
Thank God.
Yeah. The family watch this. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, like you said, Merv, we've got a heat wave going on at the moment. I'm in work, so I'm not feeling it. Although I did say I did wear shorts, so that made it feel a little bit better. How are you, man, coping with working at home in this heat wave?
You know what?
I wasn't hot.
I was so used to like getting used to the cold again. So I've gone through these past 3 days, realizing that I had the fan next door to me, and it's like I put it on the last hour of my work shift. I was so mad. I think all this time I was just melting for no reason. But yeah.
Yeah, the rooms are stuffy again, man. At night,
it's come back. The flies have come back as well.
Yeah,
like trying to get a bit of tan before they go back.
You can see why I said I refuse to put my heating on because of times like this, boy.
Exactly, man.
All right, well, yeah, that is what it is. But last week, Kel, you told us about the whole Joe Budden thing and what was going on with the whole Spotify deal.
Yeah.
Shout out Spotify. Shout out Joe Budden. But
Joe Budden.
Yeah, Joe Budden. I said Joe Budden. Sorry, you got me back for last week. I see what you did there. Banter. But bruv, so there was a story that came out about Joe Budden relieving his dog. Like I don't like talk to me about it because like obviously I think it came out on his podcast.
No. So basically, he was having like if you know Joe Budden, he jokes on himself, he cusses himself, and he has a lot of banter in it. So obviously, like as a joke, he was just saying like, "Well, you don't love your dog. If you love your dog, you know whatever. You know what I mean? You not masturbate, but you like I don't know. But anyway,
he helps relieve his dog.
Yeah, that's what he just bantered it on one of his pods. But because I watch Joe Budden, he always banters on himself all the time. So I just took it as a joke. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, this whole thing has come out now of him basically exposing the whole business deal with Spotify and, kind of like advising people not to sign up with them or just when you're doing contracts with certain organizations, look what you're signing for, blah, blah. And it's exposing what's going on. All of a sudden now, this Samir has just come on his name and like trying to say like, he abuses women, he masturbates dogs, he does this, he does that. They're trying to blackball him in the scene, innit? Do you know what I mean? So,
wasn't his partner, was he married or his ex-partner, whoever it was,
no,
come out and say
they're
that?
Engaged. Who came out and said that? Which one?
I don't know who was currently with at that.
What did they say?
At that time? They said about the whole dog ejaculation thing.
Yeah, these are all allegedly. Because she's come out and said that at the time, she hated Joe Budden, innit? And she wanted to ruin his life. So she made up all these things in the court just to make his life hell, basically. Do you know what I mean? Because she was hurt. I don't know why they broke up or why they separated or whatnot. But she said that she was hurt at the time and she trusted someone and blah, blah, blah. And, and a lot of the things that were said were made up kind of thing. But yeah, that's it basically. That's what he came out saying.
But to be fair, if that is true, I won't be listening to
But
his pod again.
No, but I listen to his pod, and he addresses it all. He's saying that, listen, I've got 2 male dogs castrated for the fact that apparently I didn't know this. I've never had a dog, but apparently when you have dogs that breed and stuff, or you want to breed dogs, you have to masturbate them. I don't know if it's true or not, but he said he got his dogs castrated for that specific reason, for not having to do that to his dogs. You know what I mean? So basically, he said he'll never do that to his dogs, and he would to any dog. You know what I mean? Because it's wrong.
Just like you, I've never had a dog, but that really concerns me. I've got a lot of friends who have dogs, and I'm thinking, do they do the same thing? And I shake their hand, I give them hugs, I go to their house, we eat all together, and your dog is over there, and you're telling me you masturbate your dog. Get out of here.
Could you imagine?
But yeah, so basically, it's the powers that be, man. Listen, we all love these conspiracies and all this kind of stuff, but listen, the powers that be, but we've seen it firsthand what they can do. We've seen what they can do.
Who?
The powers that be.
Oh, Uncle, upstairs.
Let's not go there again, guys.
No, I'm just saying. No, for example.
No, let's just call the powers, bro.
Yeah, no, the powers. That's it. The powers that be, whoever you want them to be, whoever you imagine them to be, they exist and they are real. Do you know what I mean? And if they want to, they can, with a click of a finger, they can destroy your life straight. And this is evidence of it, man. This is evidence. You know what I mean? And it's a long pod, but I'll forward you guys our version of what Joe Buddy was saying. And it's so factual. He was saying things like, anytime a black person speaks out or exposes something, you don't hear from them again, man. You don't hear from them. Why is that our example?
Good luck, Marlon.
Do you know what I mean?
Guys, this will be the last week that Marlon will be on his pod.
I ain't gonna lie. What? I don't know what's going on.
Nah, don't worry.
Don't worry about it, man. But yeah, so it's just bro.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But apparently, Wiley has got a couple of tunes back on Spotify.
Oh, is it? I didn't know it was taken off. It was taken off on Spotify as well.
Yeah, everything. Majority.
There you go. You see what I mean? The powers that be. That's what I'm saying.
But and let's move on from the powers that be. Okay. All right. I doubt any of you did this, yeah? Although I think all of you should have. Who watched or listened or any of that stuff to the latest verses?
It was too old school. Listen, I love them both. I know
respect to them, but yeah.
Nah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be real with you. It's not on the same level as Beanie Man and Bike.
Don't guess it, Nate.
Bruv, it was sick.
Oh,
who was it? Who was it, first of all?
Patti LaBelle.
Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle.
Okay, big tune.
No, all right, I'm going to be honest with you, yeah? So, I listened to it for 2.5 hours, and I fully enjoyed it. There was nothing negative about it. It's like, like two of your favorite grandmas, yeah? Or your grandmothers, your nans, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, yeah? Just sitting down and conversating. And there's just a certain love or energy around them people that you just end up sitting there and you could just sit there and talk to them for ages because you're learning so much. And even the way they spoke about each other, you could see it was nothing but love. There was no rivalry between them. They generally got in each other, enjoyed each other. They played songs that I was like, oh my God, I didn't even realize it was them. What is the song from the Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack? Oh my God. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm not a singer. I'll stop there, yeah? But because I saw all of your faces look at me again. No, Nathan, just stop. But there's a song in Beverly Hills Cops that one of them did. They had 2 songs on the soundtrack. But I was like, I didn't even realize they'd done that. It was still, for me, it was sick. I thought it was really, really good. Then, I mean, even at the end, they brought out Dionne Warwick. And I know, again, this is old school, but, it was grown. That's what it was. It was grown music. The music we have now today is a little bit fickle. Do you get me? And you could see even in the comments, when you see the amount of blue ticks going up, like Brandy was commenting, Swiss was commenting, all the regular, Michelle Obama was commenting. It was, brother, for me, it was just magic. It was really, really.
And also, you got to remember, all their music have all been sampled throughout the years and other music. So those guys, they're the originals.
Yeah. Like
Those
they even
guys
talked
are the
about when they
originals.
sang Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Yeah, and they were like, we didn't even know what it meant. We just knew it was a little bit of French and we thought it sounded all right. Then someone said like, wow, why are you talking about like ladies of the night? And they were like, right, we didn't even realize, we just knew it sounded good. Do you get me? Like, it was good, man. Like, to be fair, I had it, like I watched all of it today, but I mean like you can have it just on in the background and just listen to it without watching it. And I still think it's a nice listen. And apparently it's like the second most viewed and listened to out of all of the verses.
Of course, because everyone be like, "Yo, mom, grandma,"
Yeah.
you know, what I mean?
Legends, isn't it? Legends, man.
Yeah, and that's why I felt like it was needed, and it was a good move by Swiss and Timbo. It was a good move, man. It was a good move, especially after Brandy Monaco. It was a good move.
Yeah, that song, by the way, Beverly Hills Cop, "Stir It Up."
That's it.
LaBelle, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sing it, Merv.
I don't know the words. I just done a little fact check.
Stir it up. What is it? Beverly Hills Cop 1 or 2?
I think probably 1. Yeah, 1.
Bravo, after the pod, listen to it. Rich, I don't know, slap it in the whatever you do, the audio thing, whatever.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, but yeah, I thought it was grown. I enjoyed it. A couple more things we got to go before we go into like the nuts and bolts. Very quickly, the Premier League is back. I know you don't really care about sports that much, Marlon and Merv, but were you lot happy that football's back?
Yeah. Come on. Let's have it.
I was happy. Aubameyang signed the blood clot ting. So
he signed the ting.
My God.
He is at Arsenal for another 3 years. Apparently, he's getting a lot of money as well, but it is what it is. Like, it is what it is, isn't it?
I think football, man. It's football. He's definitely worth it, though.
Yeah, defo.
Yeah, I heard. Someone told me that I heard that would be good for Arsenal, so that's my contribution, man. I went out of my way to do some research in it, like big up, innit?
Yes, that's it. Go on. Also, last week I told everyone that the fantasy football code would be in the description, and I forgot to do it.
Yeah, so remember the other group, Rich was always like, "Yeah, what's the code for the group?" I was like, "Has it been done yet?"
Everyone's very like,
yeah, I do apologize. So it's set up now. It will be in the description, but I'll give it to you again. It's QNI4VV, and it's the Fully Geeked pod, and it starts from week 3. So we've given you an extra week for you to get your teams in. So if you're in another one, you can just transfer it over. And the winner will get a prize to be distributed later. We haven't decided what the prize is, but there will be a prize.
Yeah.
Yeah? So again, if you're involved, just get involved. That's the fantasy football one. Rich. Well, no, it's not even Rich. It's Kel. Your boy, Dillian. He's got a rematch against Povetkin.
It's quick, isn't it?
It's very quick,
man.
No, I'm missing.
It's like 3 months later, bang.
Yeah, it's like November. It's November.
November
21st or something like that.
Yeah.
Can he
I
do
think
it?
It's too quick. Yeah, no, bro. He was having him up. He was having him up the whole 4 rounds. He was having him up.
Listen,
it was that punch. That just one punch, man. That's all it was.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. Marlon,
what's he doing, man?
I'm here, man.
Hey, Marlon, are you getting the fight this time?
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
Yes,
but keep
yes,
sorry. There can only be less than 6 of us in there. So there's 5 of us in the room.
5, isn't it? Yeah,
there's 5 of us in the room. Anyone else that wants to come, they can't come. Like I'm on a level, because last time you didn't have it and I had to pay for myself.
So apologies. What day is it?
The 21st of November.
1st of November, yeah.
It's Saturday anyway. We'll be Saturday.
Yeah.
What I think Dylan lacked the previous fight was that killer instinct. Like he knocked him down and then he just boxed him back. Instead of going for that kill, he just like made him get back into the fight, which was wrong.
No, but do you know what? I just think he went for the whole professional concept. You know, like how Joshua, when he had to fight back that Mexican again, he just thought, you know what? Don't let me go for the killer. Let me just be professional, show that I'm matured. Because don't forget, he did get a new camp and everything. So they probably told him. Yeah, so they probably told him, just be mature about it. Don't just tie yourself out and give him an opportunity to come back. Obviously, he come back. He fully come back.
He fully come back, boy.
No, but
Kapow.
I'm happy that it's happening so quick because I don't know if you saw after the fight when Eddie Hearn was having an interview, he come out straight away and said, "Can you just swear the rematch for December?" He said December, and now he's in November.
But so this one like Dylan because all the other boxers they don't do this. They wait like a whole 7-8 months later. Do you know what I mean?
So do we reckon though? Because obviously my man has now got the championship. Like, do you reckon there'll be a third rematch? Is it one of those ones, or do you reckon it's 2 and over?
No, he ain't got a championship.
No, he's got the he's
the contender, isn't it?
He's a contender.
He's a contender, yeah.
I remember, I think before when he was talking about it, we didn't know if he would win if he would take the #1 contender thing when he did.
No, I think it's a case of 2 fights and done. Just like Joshua.
All right.
Cool. I'm hoping. I don't want no third fight. I just want.
This is not a big fight for 3 fights. It's not that kind of. Yes.
I just want Dillian to go and fight Fury.
He'll get beaten.
But I would rather him fight Fury than Wilder because Wilder punch his face.
Clean
time.
off.
Yeah.
To this day.
This day.
Okay, right. It's a little bit. All right. The next section's a little bit controversial, kind of. It's not controversial. It's more annoying. It's more of an annoyance, and I'll tell you why. So the first thing we did, again, we're getting slightly footballish, but we're going to move on from it. Neymar, in France, PSG. Yeah. So PSG lost their second game in a row. PSG are the best team in France, Merv. Like the actual they're the creme de la creme of this. Okay. They win the league every season.
Yeah.
And they've lost their first 2 games because half of their team basically has been diagnosed with corona or something like that. So they haven't been able to play for a couple of weeks. Like they've been in isolation and stuff. So they had a match, and then during this match, Neymar was allegedly racially abused by the other team that he was playing. So they went to the ref. He's like, "Ref, what's going on?" The ref wasn't really kind of giving them protection. The game ended with 5 people getting sent off. Yeah.
Was that to deal with the whole same incident?
Yeah. And then also resulted in Neymar trying to hit Alvaro Gonzalez in his head. But I think he hit him at the back of his head as opposed to like hit him in his face or whatever. And they've all been banned basically, but PSG have kind of come out and they're trying to offer their kind of strong support and all the rest of it. And I think he's been banned for 2 matches, Neymar. Yeah. Then I think after the match, Neymar was like, "Look, my only regret is that I didn't hit him properly," kind of thing like that. Yeah. Like there's no place for racism in football, especially after everything that's going on. Like you can't really be dealing with them things. Obviously, it's an alleged thing because obviously none of us are on the pitch. We don't know exactly what happened. So that was like one thing that happened. And then we had Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, he won the Formula 1 on Sunday. And the race started, then the race stopped, and it started again. Lewis Hamilton won. Then as he won, he wore a T-shirt that said, "Arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor." Yeah. So obviously that's still been going on, and like no one's really kind of come up with that. Like Breonna Taylor was killed in her bed, right? She was sleeping.
Yeah, she was sleeping with her boyfriend.
Yeah, and then they just went in and then on a madness thing. And then so that was happening, and then also diversity on Britain's Got Talent.
So quick thing, you know that Breonna Taylor in the family have awarded $9 million as
compensation. I thought it was 12 million.
Oh, so £9 million. Okay, $12 million
compensation.
Yeah,
but no one's been arrested though. But still no arrest for the cops.
Yeah, and I think and a parent and a mum come out and said, okay, we've got the compensation, but I think now getting the people arrested,
justice.
Justice is the main thing.
Yeah, and sorry, we had a diversity one. Diversity, they did a performance on Britain's Got Talent a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now, and in that, like they did a dance, whatever, and then there was a bit where they kind of reenacted the George Floyd stuff. Yeah, where like within their dance, it's expressive form of art. They reenacted a kind of thing where somebody was on the floor with someone on their neck and all the rest of it, and they kind of did like a whole Black Lives Matter type of whole tribute. So I thought, to be fair, when I watched it the first time, I thought it was sick. I thought it was very powerful. I didn't find anything offensive with it. Yeah.
You wouldn't, Nate. You wouldn't, Nate. None of us would.
But then, like after that, when I heard the amount of complaints that ITV
second highest in a decade, second highest,
and I just thought, seriously, like, what's going on? Like, it was only 2 months ago, bruv. The world was marching. Do you know what I mean? Like, every country in the whole world was marching, and then Rich sent me a video yesterday that, I'll be honest with you, Rich, I watched it last night and I actually messaged you last night and I fell asleep as I was writing the message. So I woke up and I was thinking, oh shit, I didn't even send it. Like, Jim Davidson.
I used to like him,
But what program was he on? He was on.
Was it a snooker? No, it wasn't a snooker program.
Was it Point Break? Was it Point Break? I think it was a snooker program.
Yeah, something sporty.
I feel like it was Point Break.
But I used to like, he was proper funny. Like,
And I just thought, like, what is the matter with this you? Like, he's going, there's no place for this. What are diversity doing?
What do you want? What do you actually want?
We don't give a fuck about this. And I was thinking, what the hell is going on, bruv?
This is causing racism and I've lived in South East London with black people. That's fine. That's from your view. You don't know what they're going through. That's what. You're white. You don't see what's going on. What are you talking about?
And I just felt like, in a way we had got so far, but I feel like we're going so far backwards as well. It's one step forward, 2 steps back.
But Nate, the scary thing is a lot of people think like him.
And that's the thing, yeah. And
he's got a big fan base as well. But he's old school. He's got a massive fan base that will agree with him.
But you got to remember, don't forget, like I said, he's old school. So he has that old school mentality anyway, in general. So that age gap there, still say coloured and stuff like that. That's still normality to them. I think you remember Alan Hansen.
He's always been known as a racist though.
Say again?
He's always been known as racist.
Oh, is it?
Is it? I didn't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the program was Big Break we used to watch, which was the snooker one. Yeah. And then he also did the Generation Game.
That's it. That's the fun of the Generation Game.
To be fair, do you know what? When I say he let himself down massively, I don't understand what made him come out and say all that.
But Rich, like, it's the confidence and the way you're saying it. Like, he was so adamant. You know what I mean? He was so like, this is bullshit. I mean, absolute nonsense. I mean, what do they want? What do you want? Like, I was like, wow, it's 2020, yeah?
But he asked an honest question in some sense, because he asked the question, what is BLM, right? What do you want?
But he was mocking it. He's mocking it.
No. But it's an honest question. What did you?
He was looking for an answer, though. He was looking
what does he mean? But what does he mean? What do they want? Like, has he not been paying attention to what's been going on for the past how many? Hundreds of years. Do you know what I mean?
No. He understands 100 years, but the question is, what does BLM want? So, in order for us to move on, what do you want us to do?
Well, then,
and that's an open question to anyone to answer.
It's an open question. It's an open question that we've asked on this pod ourselves. Yeah, but I feel like there's ways of asking the question, and I don't think you jumping on the bandwagon of a diversity performance means that you really want to ask that question. Because again, if you want to ask that question, who are you asking that question to? Because that's what I'm saying. You can't have both of those conversations in that one rant. No. Yeah, and it's also how you ask that question.
Yeah.
And what pissed me off? Him bringing up people. Oh yeah, and Gemma. I mean, she would have supported because she got mugged by 3 black guys.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. What's that going to the price of fish? I don't know.
Who's Gemma?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was thinking who that was. Yeah.
But he just mentioned her name. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, we said it though. Oh, and they were black.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why that means you're not really wanting to know the answer.
No, not at all.
You get me? You're just trying to stoke the fire. And that's why I just feel like it's wrong. And I don't...
Oh, and there was a black person that stabbed in the Midlands, one person, killed them, and stabbed... What's this got to do? I don't understand.
Like, two wrongs never make a right. And I'll be honest with you, like, I have this rule within my classroom. So, for example, if all of you are in my class right now, and then I say to Kel, why are you talking? And Kel says, yeah, but Merv's talking as well. I'm like, okay, Kel, but does that distract from the fact that you were talking? And then when the child eventually realizes, no, it doesn't, then I reprimand Kel, and then let me reprimand Merv. And I feel like that's how it is certain time with those things. You can't just use a random thing to excuse the behavior. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, this person got stabbed. Okay, but there's probably hundreds of stabbing with hundreds of different ethnicities.
Exactly.
What is your argument? Is your argument about the stabbing? What, because somebody did the stabbing, that means that BLM can't be trying to fight something because we're not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're not interchangeable.
It's void. Exactly. Because a black person stabbed someone, BLM is void now. Do you know what I mean? Or because a 3 black boys mugged someone, it's void. Like, it makes no sense.
No, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with it.
It's irresponsible, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, it's just, you know, it's one of these. That's the thing. Everyone's got some form of social media platform now, and it's just easy to kind of pick up your phone or whatever, start talking, and it's like, well, if you ain't got anything positive to say about it, don't say anything, innit?
Yeah.
Especially being like, especially in his sort of position as well. It's just like, just don't say anything.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Because, like, whether it upsets you or not, it's not about you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's it. Exactly.
We already know some conversations are best offline.
Yeah.
Especially
being in a position like that where you just got influence or people just going to jump on the bandwagon, and he's going to be probably one of these people, like, if he gets in trouble for it or something, like, well, but no one told you to go and say that, innit? Like, freedom of speech, well, that will get you in trouble as well.
The man said diversity should do a mugging dance. Come on, this guy, it's an app. Bruv, I don't care if you're 66 years old, bruv. You're ridiculous. He's a
dickhead, bruv. He's a full-blown dickhead, bruv.
Like, it's not called for, bruv. And do you know what? You're right, Kel. He is a dickhead, and we're not going to give him any more. We're not going to waste our breath on him anymore.
Yeah.
All right, end of. All right, people. Let's go on to some TV shows and films. So also, if you don't already, make sure you follow our Facebook page. Like, the likes and stuff are going slowly up. More and more people are getting involved. And get involved with the Facebook. Use the hashtag. At the end of the show, we'll give it to you because we don't always see it. Yeah. But
like, subscribe, comment, share. All of that.
And we'll give you the hashtag. All right. Let's start with Lovecraft. Lovecraft Country, episode 5, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Episode 5. One of you. I'll let you, man, take it away.
I'm having mixed reviews with this show. Like,
hold on.
You got my message earlier.
No. Right, before you say you have mixed reviews, all right. I don't want to put our business out there, so I'm just going to give a timestamp here. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the phone out. All right, let me go back to the group. Sorry. Okay, this is Marlon's first comment. 6:30. Lovecraft is too much. Clapping emojis. Multiple clapping emojis.
Might as well animated that way.
Yeah. 6:45. I take it fucking back.
Swearing emoji.
Angry face swearing emoji. Right? I will take you back. So I watched it. What days did I watch it? I must have watched it on. What days it come out? It comes out Sunday, Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
Monday morning.
Yeah, Monday.
This was my comment. Where was it? This someone said, because Merv had watched it first. Merv said, this Lovecraft Country is nothing of the kind. I said, 23 minutes in and I nearly switched off, never to watch it again.
Okay, see, that makes sense now, bro.
Merv then did crying for emojis at my comment.
I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, Nick. Merv, I was looking for your message to respond. That's what I was trying to respond to. Like, this show's sick. Like, clap, clap, clap. I couldn't find it, but yeah.
Okay. And I know I've been calling out. I know that I've been saying I want the dad, I want Omar's character to be Omar, innit? I'm like, he's got to have a gangster about him. I want the bad boy. He's just not doing it for me. I don't know if they listen to the pod, but obviously they filmed this a long time ago, bruv. But they heard my plight and they gave me Omar, but just not the part of Omar that I was
referring to.
They gave me, which is fine.
But not a problem. This is talk about the whole episode. Let's talk about the whole episode, man. So this was based around Rudy, her name is, right?
Yeah.
Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby. Sorry. Yeah, so
Quite pretty, Ruby. I think.
no, not quite. No, but
No,
she's
I'm
beautiful.
just. She's gorgeous.
Yeah,
All right, sorry.
yeah, she's beautiful, man.
She's
Go on.
beautiful.
It was mainly based around her, innit? And obviously, the last episode we saw her getting with William in it, and we were like, okay, cool. What's William gonna? Because William was basically promising that, listen, what you want, I can give it to you. So the next episode now, we see this white woman wake up from her bed. I was baffed, like, who is that? Like,
And
I
do
was
you not reckon? Do
confused.
you know that white woman we've seen her before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The two dogs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it sheriff or whatever? Do you know Rich?
To be fair, I knew straight away. As soon as I saw her waking up.
No,
with the
that tall building where that
Yeah.
that open.
Yeah, that's her, innit? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they used her.
Yeah, I was
And
thinking,
I'm not-
why did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
what
don't-
is it? Was it the same character in the first episode
It's
or
a-
second?
Yeah,
Was it?
second
I didn't,
episode.
Second.
I didn't
Second,
notice
yeah.
that. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. It's the same woman.
Yeah.
So I'm
Remember
not too sure why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember she opened the door and she was speaking to, I think it's his uncle.
I know
And
what.
she was-
Yeah, I know what woman you're talking about, but I just didn't because I know I've seen her face in something else
Yeah.
completely different, but I didn't know she was actually. I didn't register that.
So it might be that
Yeah.
obviously the serum that they give them, it just maybe ties into somebody that they have some affiliation to.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so obviously Ruby wakes up as a white woman, and she like it's just a Mazda to her, like what the hell? But she goes into town like this confused, innit? Obviously she's in a black area. And all the black people are like, you all right, lady? What you do around here, kind of thing.
Hmm.
And she bumped into some little kid with popcorn, and the police pulled over. Like, and she put her hands up because in her mind she's still a black woman, isn't it? And the police was just like, listen, what have you done, boy? What have you done to her? Like, blah blah, this and that. And she's like, no, he's just trying to help me. And all that
that
kind of
annoyed me
stuff.
though. That bit. She took too long to like.
No,
that's
but
what
she's
should've been
she's
in between.
baffed.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough. But
Yeah,
still,
she's
all
baffed,
I was
bruv,
like, hurry
you know what I
up, tell him. I thought, but
Yeah. But yeah, so just to cut a long story short, obviously she really wanted that job in that retail clothes department. She really wanted that job before, she was made a white lady. So the first thing she thought of was, right, I want to get that job. So now I'm a white lady, I can get that job. Do you know what I mean? So she went for that job. The same qualifications that she presented before as a black woman, everything was the same. Is that obviously she changed her name, and she's a white woman, and they made her an assistant manager. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it just shows like white privilege and that kind of stuff.
Mm.
But obviously, I'm not too sure why the poultry runs out. Does she have to use it every so often, or
Yeah.
why is it? Yeah,
But
Yeah.
because they reference, remember I said to you it was going to be a reference to like Jekyll and Hyde,
Yeah.
like even on the TV program. So like the TV program, which was at the front of the set, I guess it would call the set, the front of the stage, was Jekyll and Hyde. So it kind of like showed you references to what it was going to be like.
Yeah.
So yeah, so obviously, go on, Murph.
No, I was gonna say just before, I didn't even because you said like she wakes up and she realizes she's a white woman, but I guess I don't know, maybe it might have been obvious for a lot of people, but to me, I didn't realize that it was her until she actually woke up the next morning in that round bed.
I didn't know anything. It didn't make sense.
Yeah. So that it was good the way they'd done that, because obviously like Marlon was saying, it's like, why didn't she say anything straight away? And it would have been a bit like, she's just confused, isn't it, sort of thing.
Yeah,
but
remember,
I knew it was her because she knocked on the shop window and she goes, "I'm Ruby Thompson," with her name. I can't remember. I'm Ruby Thompson. I was like, "Oh, that's Ruby. Oh, that's Thing's lady sister." Do you know what I mean? That's when I clocked that it was her. But I know what you mean. Before that, I had no idea. But yeah, so obviously she's having issues with her transformation because at that time she doesn't know how it works. So like she feels herself coming back. She runs off and it's this disgusting. Comes up her skin.
Do you remember they talked about the metamorphosis though? They talked about the fact like to turn into a butterfly, you got to go into the cocoon and all of this. They did all that kind of foretelling or foreboding, whatever it was.
Yeah. But what I thought was really good though is because he said, I can't remember what the guy's name is, but he said like basically, because when she woke up the next morning, it's like, I'm never going to take that potion again, because it's almost like she was outraged and disgusted and almost kind of like when he gave her the choice to say, she's like, "Oh, can I go now?" And he's like, "You can do whatever you want to do." So it's like, boy, like I can take some advantage of this, innit? So I could basically take this potion, have this privilege, you know, get
he
the job
left a lot. He left a lot of money.
yeah.
Remember,
So
dresser as well.
I found this episode really interesting because it clearly goes to show that, and especially it might have seemed like to maybe a lot of people that she's a sellout, innit? And she's just using
Nah. Yeah.
No, when I say that, I mean
no.
It might be like it might be like no, you know, you're black, you should be proud and just, you know, you shouldn't take no potion, whatever. But I suppose when you're living in a time like that as well, and you've just got you're just the bottom of the barrel, and you've got and you want to experience some of that life, innit? You want that I can't remember that word. Yeah, you want some of that life, basically.
Yeah.
And it's almost
no,
like,
you know what it is, Merv? She had a taste of it. She had a small taste of it. I thought, wow, that I was treated differently.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Even when the police came to get her,
right?
It was like, raw.
Yeah. Come into this car, man.
Yeah.
You know, we'll take you home.
And also,
like, what?
And also, she used it as to help that other black woman as well, and like just making sure that you got to do this, like, and you got to work 10 times harder than everyone else has got to work harder and stuff like. No, it was a very powerful message, man. Like
that was a really good episode. Really good episode, man.
But you know what? The graphic, like the way they made her change was disgusting. Like, it was the most real talk thing I've seen though, because it's like it wasn't all glamorous. It was just not. It was nasty.
Yeah, it was literally she was coming out of the cocoon, like coming off. Her skin was just falling off around her.
But even the first time you see it, you see it when she opened her mouth, you see her eyes in her mouth, and that royalty.
Yeah, that was nasty, man.
And again, I guess it goes on about her, and she kind of goes throughout the thing of her. She kind of, because then even one point they want her to be a black woman again. So then they use her to be a waitress and all of the rest of it. And
because they want to put that ornament in that detective's office, right? Yeah. I'm not sure what that ornament is. I think it's some sort of curse or whatever. Because apparently, obviously we know the big reveal, but apparently that copper killed William. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so she's out for revenge.
Okay.
But that sergeant's got. I think he's someone important. He's someone powerful as well.
But you know that sergeant. You know when he came into the room and took his t-shirt off.
He was black.
I was baffed. Like,
was he black? Was it black? Yeah. Was it?
The whole hair? It was either fully hairy, like
he had like a Frankenstein. What I noticed, he had like a massive scar going across his whole chest, like his head was put on that body. That's what that looked like.
So I'm assuming you're gonna, because he looked like his chest and the top of his arm.
It was quick though. It wasn't a very.
You couldn't stare it for long, but it was dark. He was dark.
No, initially I thought it was tattoos, like, but I was thinking back then, would they have tattoos like that? Like,
nah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I thought it was his hair. I thought it was bare hair.
I think it definitely was a black body. He had a black body.
I don't even remember that.
Like there's some form of magic or whatever.
You know when Ruby was hiding in the closet and that guy with the slit throat and was bleeding in there.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if you saw, but he took off his top.
Yeah, and that's when she was saying. That's when she was going a bit hysterical, going like, they hide. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
And then I guess we were just there on Ruby for the time being, and then like. Obviously, Ruby then starts asking questions about like the owner of the shop and like, does he ever try it on you? And did he ever try it and all this kind of stuff? And then it gets to a stage where obviously now she's like fully wanting to kind of empower herself. And she abuses my man, to be honest, with the stilettos.
Straight in his...
He didn't see that coming, boy, I tell you.
No, but you know what it was like? You could see, you know what it was like? If you was to imagine what a dirty old man would be, that's what it was. When she's like, "Oh, I want you to do this," and he was like, like at first he's like, "Nah." Then you can see like his eyes just like, "Yeah, go on then." Then like she tied the belt around his neck. He was like, "Okay, it's a little bit kinky, but okay, I'll do it." Bro, that's the worst thing he ever thought in his life, bro.
Bro, he's dismantled for life. Bro.
She rotted him with the stiletto, bro. I can't say any more. But then afterwards. Like, the fact that he turned around and she was like, "Yeah, I wanted you to see that a black woman did this to you." I was like, "Okay, go on, Ruby. Go, Ruby."
Actually, Nate, what she actually said was,
She said a
Yeah.
different word.
Okay, I'm playing.
Yeah, she said a different word. I tried to say the PG way, you know what I mean? So that was like her story. But also, I guess the big reveal as well was that William and Christina seem to be the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I should have think. But to be honest, yeah,
that was sick. I didn't see that coming.
my missus was watching it after me, and so I watched it on my own. She was watching it after me. She's like, "Have you ever seen William and Christina in the same room?" And I was like,
Well, why would you know? Why would you notice that? Like, that's so deep.
Thank you. I was like,
Wow.
damn, how'd she cock it? Damn it.
She's
I was like, I said to her, I said, in the big house, you see them together. She's like, I don't think I did.
No, because
she clocked it early.
I honestly thought we saw them together when they were doing that Garden of Eden stuff.
That's what
I thought I saw them.
And you know, and maybe because they'd done it in a way where, because I swear, whatever his name is, Will, he wasn't in every single episode, was he? Like,
No.
William
was.
And it's almost.
He was at the beginning, innit? He was in the.
He was at the beginning.
So who's William? Just remind me.
He's the guy
the blonde
guy with white hair, blonde hair.
that slept with
the guy from Go.
No, not the guy
you know
from
the one originally who, when they went to the house, he was like, "Oh, welcome, come in. I'll take you where you want to go to. That's your room." Like, you know,
Yeah,
at the first
ain't that him?
butler.
Isn't that the guy that Ruby's sleeping with?
Yeah, William.
Yeah,
William.
Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of feel like, okay, you know, he was there, but at the same time, he's not really important. You don't really care about him that much. You're not really invested in him. Like obviously Christina's a bit more, she's in it and she's got a role in it. So you would never even think to yourself they're in the same room or not, because it's like you don't really affiliate those characters together. But yeah, it was still shocking when they revealed it though. I'm like, wow, I didn't see that coming at all. So yeah, man, I don't understand how the missus saw that. Some next level.
She saw that, bro. I was pissed. I was like,
she must have saw some Matrix code when she was watching it, bro.
That's ones and zeros, bro. Ones and zeros.
Because when Ruby said, "Why is that only that door in the room locked?"
The house locked, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought, actually, I don't know why. In my head, I don't know why, but I didn't have that connection that there was one.
But there was some. You know how my missus clocked on because she. Like, there's a part where Christina was saying some things that only William said to Ruby. So she's like, how does she know that? Because only William, she wasn't there when William said that. But, like, I was like, oh, yeah, for real. You know what I mean? But, one of those ones. But, yeah, that was a great reveal. So, obviously, William, I believe, passed away because or got killed by that sergeant guy. You know what I mean?
And that's why they were trying to get him back.
Yeah. But we'll see, man. So Atticus's dad. Go on, Nate. Take it away.
No. He was cool. It was about his kind of thing. Atticus at the beginning obviously realized that he had killed the being from last week's episode. Yeah. I say the being because I couldn't remember what her name was or his name. Their name was. Yeah.
Where did the being go? Did he just dump her body?
I have no idea. They didn't even mention it. Remember, they didn't mention it at all. But I think that being is going to be in next week's episode because I think next week they're going to...
No. Next week is the South Korean lady.
Please don't spoil it.
Oh, no. But I think it's actually Vietnam.
Let's find
South Korean lady. Who are you talking about?
No, it's Korean. All right, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. Sorry. All right. Yeah. So
Marlon. Sorry, Marlon. You know the girl that he dreams about and stuff. Remember at the start.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, bro. Do you know what just happened? I got the boys in my head, and I started picking up the Japanese girl. So
yeah.
So I'm watching too much. You lot, stop, please.
So then, obviously, they killed.
Never too much.
He had killed her the week before, so that's why then Atticus started waiting on his dad, wanting to kill him. Then they
beating up his dad.
Yeah.
Beating up his dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's wailing. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, wailing on him, innit?
Right. So then, obviously, he then goes. He basically leaves. They split them up. He's there with his bust-up eye, and then he just enters this. He knocks on the door. The thing is, I don't know I couldn't remember the connection between these two people. Yeah, and then he goes in and he. They have rough lovemaking. Because to be fair, I think it was. I would call it lovemaking. I wouldn't call it like anything else. Because like it seemed at points it was very passionate, biting on necks and all of this with another gentleman. And then the gentleman was he a dancer? He was a dancer, innit?
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Who in the last episode revealed that his dad's gay? Someone revealed to Atticus that his dad's gay in it, but who was it? Do you remember?
I don't really know.
Nah, I might have missed that bit.
Yeah,
No, but do you know what? But if you remember, Atticus did approach him first. Atticus went to him.
Yeah, because someone told him. Because remember that black guy that was in the car that joined the
one that
drive
went
with them.
The went to drive to Boston or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was on Letty as well.
Yeah.
He told Atticus that, listen, your dad's gay because
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
All I remember is Atticus asking that man, "Where's my dad?"
Yeah,
and they told him where he is. But I didn't even clock that part. Him saying he was gay.
Yeah, so he did their thing, and like at first it's a little bit random, like because I was thinking, wow, that just came out of nowhere, kind of very left field. But actually, to be fair, that whole kind of their relationship towards the end, like you could see that he was a man in turmoil. Like even like he was a man that wasn't like, you get me. The guy tried to kiss him, he went on trying to kiss him, all that kind of stuff.
Come on, Nate. In those days, bruv, being gay is a no, is a hell no.
Oh no,
he's black, so obviously like it's just in a mad.
No, I hear that, but you know, like they was just them two. Like they had done the ding. Like I don't know, innit? They had done the ting. I don't know if there's a difference between kissing and doing this. I don't know, innit? But I mean, like they did that, and I was like, okay, cool. Then obviously they went to the kind of ballroom thing where they were dancing, all the rest of it, and then I think at the end he kind of just
opened up.
He just opened up and you start seeing the man smiling, dancing. At one point he was like, everyone can see. Do you get me? And I thought, okay, that was quite nice. It was a nice ending to their kind of story.
But you know what?
Man did the whole cliche gay twirl.
Yeah.
Man, this whole spin around thing. I don't know. It should have been on roller skates doing that in a 60s disco. I thought. Carry on.
By the way, so I was saying the person that Montrose, that's what's his name? Atticus's dad. Yeah, her name's Yahima.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Yahima. Yeah, so we couldn't refer to her as Yahima.
No worries.
Yeah. We've got to know these characters' names, man.
No, it's true.
You know what? It's bad.
Get me?
I write people's names down.
We're supposed to be professionals out here.
We're talking about the dad's love interest.
No.
See the person that he murdered. The person that he killed last. Yeah, Yahima.
Okay. Do you know what's funny about this show? I don't know if anyone has this issue, but every week when it starts, it's confusing because it doesn't like.
Doesn't feel like it continues, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't continue. Like, and they just bang into the story.
Yeah, that's
like,
what we were saying last week.
I'm like, what's happening? Yeah, no, it does. It kind of brings it out. But like, in the beginning, few minutes, I'm like, why is that happening? Like last week this happened, and now, to be fair, it did continue with a girl waking up.
It's almost like there's no need for the exposition, innit? It's like we know what happened last week, and I suppose him beating his dad up because he knew what he'd done in it, basically.
But that's the whole body's not there. It's just, I'm like, why is he beating him up? And like, did you take picture of the papers? Like, what are you talking about? What's happening? Like, why do you have the papers? Why does she need pictures of it? What's going on?
The episode fully does start with a recap as well.
Yeah, but it just recaps.
That's what I mean. But it starts with a recap, and then it goes. It's completely left. You're like her, and then about 10 minutes into it, then you really
it kind of
tie into each other.
I don't mind that actually. It's
different.
It makes me feel like I need to go back to I think I did it a couple of weeks ago, and I went to the previous episode and watched the end of it, and I was like, okay, I haven't missed anything. So that's how it makes me feel.
But like I said, I'm still for it. I still like Letty.
I'm for it. I just feel like, why? Like, so they got the whole thing in there. The whole thing, LGBTQ. I don't know if you're realizing, but like you just said, was that guy's body black? They've even got trans racism. Trans what is it? What's
transgender?
No, that's but I think
transgender's there. That's but I'm talking about, like, you know, them people that want to be black. Like, Nate, you're gone again. Can't hear you.
You're mute.
My brother.
Mind those buttons.
Say, I've really got to mind the buttons.
You know that woman that took them melanin shots? The white lady. She's white, but she's darker than all of us. But she's been injecting. No, not seen that.
Where was that?
A couple of years ago. So, like, you'll find that on.
I'm
just saying. This is what I'm saying. They've even got that in there now. But I'm saying in the show they've got black turning into white turning into black. That's what I'm saying. They've got transgender, trans racialism, or whatever that's called, that they're bringing in, transhumanism, all that madness.
It's
that's all I'm saying. It's all in there. Every single aspect of it is in there.
It's science fiction, and I think it's just especially with the people that have made it, it's about all of that kind of stuff. The whole aliens, not aliens, but the whole kind of, let's just try and push us as far as we can be. So I think it's it's
that's
cool.
what they're doing basically.
They're pushing as far as they can be. They're pushing TV to another level.
Yeah.
But Merv, you might say something, Merv.
Yeah, no, I was saying, can we just mention the soundtrack at the end of it though? The Nina Simone cover, Cinnamon.
The music, whole music, bruv, they're not as good as Insecure with their musical choices.
Yeah.
But there needs to be a soundtrack.
I know. I think there is a soundtrack of it because it's on Spotify.
Okay.
But that specific Cinnamon cover,
it's big.
It's not there. It's not there. It's not on iTunes. It's not on iTunes. It's not on Spotify. Nothing. I want it.
I'll find it for you and I'll send it to you.
But guys, don't you find it weird that they're playing today's music on a 50s show?
I like that.
You know, I get money.
That was a nice sort of. I think that was just the artistic choice. It's like, we don't care in it. Like let's just play the music to suit the tone, and it doesn't distract me at all from it.
Yeah, that
Blood on my red bottoms.
No, I spotted that.
Bad.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice, man. Like
they done it with the Great Gatsby as well, wasn't it? All like Jay-Z music and that worked.
Yeah.
I felt it was a bit strange. I did notice it, but I wasn't going to say anything. But as you guys say,
I liked it.
But the thing is, they make up for it with all the live music that they do in it. Like they're in clubs and Ruby sings.
Yeah, it's got a mixture in it, so I do like it. Like,
All right. Well, I guess we'll part Lovecraft until next week. All right, we had The Boys season 2, episode 4.
This episode was just similar to Lovecraft. This episode was just pushing things into your face, man. It's mad. Like that whole what's his name, Homelander scene with Homelander. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. So
we had Homelander.
Yeah.
A doppelganger.
Yeah.
At the beginning,
it's
shapeshifter. Yeah.
So even when he was with the shapeshifter the first time, see when he walks in the room,
yeah,
I said to myself, "No, hold on, I'm sure she's dead. What's going on?" That's all I kept saying to myself.
I thought it was fantasizing
in his head.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I thought
and
it was
then
fantasizing.
when she came with the milk, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's what Kel was talking about last week." I remembered the whole breast milk thing,
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but then like they were like together and all of this, and he was lying on her, and she was like, "Oh, you're amazing, you're this, you're that," and there's a bit where like he kind of can't keep hold of it, and he changes back, and I thought, sorry, not that it's a moment, but I thought it was innit? And then he was like, no, change back, and then like he goes back, and he was like, at first I thought like, okay, the moment must have passed, innit? You've whatever was going on, you've lost it, innit?
Yeah.
But he just jumped straight back into it. I was like, okay, this guy is really.
It's like he had to pretend. It's like, no, I didn't see that.
I just feel like, so he's got issues, like, and then you see him with the shapeshifter and all the rest of it, and I was just like, oh, this is weird. And then like towards the end, even when like after speaking to what's my girl's name? The one he's a bit scared of. What he's not scared of. Stormbreaker.
Yeah, Stormbreaker. Yeah.
And then like
Stormbreaker falls axe. Yeah.
Stormfront. And then he's like, "Oh, you don't need anyone." And Stormfront kind of calls him out on a lot of stuff, and we'll go back into that bit. And then he goes back at the end, and then he's like dealing with himself. And I was thinking, okay, this is really weird. Like, what's going on here? And then he ended up killing himself or whatever, which I guess is like a metaphor that he doesn't need any more anyone. Need any more anyone. Need anyone anymore.
More.
Yeah, and he's now going to be like totally ruthless. So it was an interesting kind of concept of him, because you think he's kind of got it all together, but he hasn't got anything together.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
No, you can tell he's completely. He's just deranged, man. He's got. Yeah, he's not all there really.
Cool. And the big reveal about Stormfront.
Oh yeah, she's like supposed to be like in her 70s, isn't it? Apparently.
Immortal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bruv, wasn't anyone hurt the way she killed that brother?
But she's racist, bruv. She's mad
That's
racist,
what I mean.
you know?
But that's what I'm saying. We called her racist from last week.
Yeah.
when she said about the Japanese guy, innit?
Yeah.
Yellow, whatever. But she yeah, I just didn't like it. Just hit me a certain way, like, because people are writing that, and I don't know. Yeah, I am a hero, killing black pieces of shit like you. Like what?
Yeah, even when that's why it made more sense
Black
when she
piece
killed
of shit. It just
No, Marlon. Remember the last episode when she killed the whole black family, like
Yeah.
estate.
Yeah.
It makes sense now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she throws that black guy out the window.
Yeah.
And the girl that was screaming, they don't show it. And she's just not screaming no more. Yeah.
Proper racist, man. But is she stronger than Homelander though?
That's what I'd like to find out. And the thing is, because Homelander's still quite, he's like a child still, isn't it? It's like he's got the mentality of a child, so to speak. And I think he's easily influenced. And whether she's physically stronger than him or not, her mind is definitely like, because you see how he's just getting vexed and his eyes started going like, you know what? And she's like, she just basically bars them, innit? And it's like, yeah, you got a point. So he's as menacing as he is. I think it just takes the right person to basically say X, Y, Z, and he's like, okay, cool, yeah, like I'll keep you at bay, innit?
Yeah, no, she knows how to play the game. She's very persuasive, very persuasive. Yeah, she's powerful as well, man. And if she's immortal, who knows how long she's been around? You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
I wonder she's based on some sort of like thunder god mythology, like innit? Like, because she's quite old.
She hasn't revealed what her powers are, are they? She's just.
Well, I can see at the moment it's just like fun, lightning, and she can fly with her lightning, and she seems a bit strong. Like,
no, she's strong. We should put that man's hands, boy. Remember?
Oh, that's disgusting, man.
Yeah, she's strong, man.
And what we saying about Butcher? So Butcher,
he went back for
the
his
missus,
wife, isn't it, Becca?
And well, I say and the stepchild, but he didn't really want him.
I swear he admitted it or something, didn't it?
He admitted it. I just thought you're an absolute dick, bro. Like, come on. He did so well, and then he was like, "Yeah, no, actually, I don't want that." I don't know what he called it. He did call it like an offensive word. I was thinking that's still a you in it.
Yeah,
he called it.
No, I think he actually called it. I think he called.
But I think did he say it? Yeah, he might have.
Yeah, he's like, she's some super something. But
hey, going back to Homelander. Sorry, Nate. Sorry. Did anyone discuss how he threw that child off the roof?
Yeah. That last week.
Last week.
Was that last week? Okay, again, sorry.
Playing catch up. Yeah, it was a decent episode. It wasn't, but I think it got towards the end of the episode is when it started trying to get a little bit better. I feel like, it was almost like it got not dragged out a little bit, but it kind of, things could have happened at a quicker pace with this one.
Yeah, and what was happening again with A-Train? Like, he just got, like, he was supposed to make some public appearance, wasn't he, or something like that, and he just...
He's not more 7, right?
I think he's getting kicked out of the 7.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got kicked out yet, but I think he's getting kicked out of the 7.
He got kicked out, bruv. Man told him in his face, "You're out."
I thought he just said something that he can't make some public appearances. Like, I think, was it? No, it was Stormfront that was put in his place, isn't it, to do something, I believe. Like,
no. Don't you remember when they called him into the room as Homelander and that new... whatever.
The other
they called him to the
one,
room and they were like, "Oh, listen." And Homelander's like, "Listen, you're out. The 7, you're out. You can't run no more." I know what's been going on. I know what you've been doing. You're out. You know what I mean? And he was like, "What do you mean I'm out?"
Yeah. So they've barely set it up so A-Train can now basically more or less, whether he's a good guy or not, but he can basically work more with the boys, isn't it? Like, no, I'm going to get some sort of revenge now.
Hey, A-Train is so waste. Please.
He's waste. He's so
he gets
waste,
on my nerves, man.
Oh, too much.
And then we had Deep.
Oh,
don't get me started. I forgot about the Deep.
On some dating thing.
But what is that woman's plan, man? Is that they're brainwashing him?
Yeah, they are.
I don't know what they do. But what's their goal? What's their aim?
I think this one should be part of the cult.
I think it's just like, because they're trying to get him, like, because he's like, he's just sexually inappropriate with women, isn't it? Like, he's just, and I think they're trying to create this persona. Obviously, he's a public figure, and they want to make sure he's got a suitable wife, and he can respect them, and so on and so forth. Whereas the one that he was really interested in,
Yeah.
And it's almost like, there was some lust going on there, rather than the actual woman that they chose for him was about a bit more like this is the face of what we want a perfect relationship to look like, isn't it? So that's what I got from it.
And
but deep story is a bit weird. It's just weird, man.
I know, it's just yeah.
And then what's my I can't remember what his name is. His name is not Nightshade. Noir.
Oh, Black Noir, yeah.
Black Noir.
He's after Butcher, boy. He's on Butcher.
After Butcher.
Yeah.
For me, I realized, like, so obviously we saw Butcher at the end on the camera, yeah. But I was thinking, I don't think any of them know about Homelander's youth or Butcher's wife. Still
No way. That's a secret. That's top secret.
So I wonder if that does come out, how that's going to affect the 7.
Yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But Noir gives you a joke where man says no words. This comes, got a garbage can there. Put your chocolate inside the garbage can. Okay, man, you give you jokes, bro.
The way he just sat next to that woman, innit? Like, bro, I would have been shook, thinking, what's going on through this guy's mind?
She was shook.
It just instills fear in you, bro. Just instills.
Just typing like madness, man.
But the thing is, no one knows who he is, what he is, or nothing. You know what I mean?
I'm upset, and I watched like a blooper reel video on the boys from season 1, and he was at a table and he just started laughing. I feel like I violated it, innit? Because up to now, I hadn't heard no sound from that guy. Yeah. And even though it was like a blooper, I'm like, no, I didn't want to see that, man.
Yeah, I saw a still of what he actually looks like as well.
It's a black guy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a black guy.
It's a black guy. Yeah.
Spoiler.
I've seen that. No, but no.
I'm joking.
Yeah, but in that joke, you won't see that. Like, I know what he is in it, but I won't spoil it. You know what I mean? No. I mean, what he's anyway.
I hope they don't show.
I thought I was on mute.
I hope they don't show his face or anything. I like things like that, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But even when in the first episode of the season when the guy explodes, I thought, oh shit, we're gonna see him, because I thought we would have taken off his whole his outfit off, but
he just burnt like a little section hair, innit?
Yeah.
On his shoulder. Sorry, on his shoulder. I don't know why I said hair. Like, people that listen to audio can hear what I'm saying. Show me what I'm saying. All right. Then I think I'm going to say out of all of the 3 programs we've been talking about, this is probably my new favorite. Power Book 2, Episode 2.
Yep.
Yeah. Straight.
I don't think it's leveled. Brother, I'm almost saying that I think Power Book 2 is almost better than Power.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no.
I'm getting those vibes immediately.
I'm getting those vibes.
Wait, calm down.
No, I said almost.
Oh, it's 2 against 2, innit? 2 against 2. What are you gonna do?
Listen,
do I need to watch Power to watch Power Book?
Yep.
I'll say so.
Nah.
Look, we don't want this shortcut viewing there. We're professionals.
We'll
watch it all, man. Yeah.
No, I think you.
Mev was ready when I said, what did I say yesterday about the binging? Like, hurry up, basically.
I'll appear on your screen, I'll say that, bro.
You could potentially get away with watching the last series of Power for you to be able to watch Power Book 2.
Okay.
And again, I don't know. He might not like the last. He might not like the last season.
But you know what it is? I think it's good to watch one because you can start your growing hatred for Tariq, innit? And now like you have to watch it for those whole 6 seasons of hatred, innit? And then the redemption is in this one, innit? So you're gonna miss all that, man. You're gonna miss that emotion. Like
how many episodes in this each season?
6 seasons.
10 and then the last one 15, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who do we start with? Monet, Tariq, Tasha.
All of the above. Tate.
Oh yeah, Tate.
Oh yeah, Tate.
Yes. It was good that I saw. To be fair, it was good that I saw. It was good that Tate was in this episode.
I was shocked to see him actually. I didn't even know he was going to be in this season. To be fair. I don't know if it was mentioned before.
No, it made sense to why, because obviously there's a Power Book going to be based on him anyway, so you kind of expect him to be in and out, then it leads off to his kind of story.
yeah. And it was good to see what's her name, Detective Rodriguez as well.
At the end.
Yeah, yeah.
But bro, I told you this whole show right now is about like redemption, bro. Because Tariq I didn't like, and that same agent I didn't like. Now I feel like these two are sick. Like I can move like, that they're good.
Yeah.
So I guess the whole story was about Tariq trying to get in with Monet and her family, innit?
Yeah, yeah. And then obviously like because he revealed that what's his name, Angel from Dexter was a
snitch.
A snitch, innit?
Snitch, yeah, that's it, yeah.
You know, I was quite shocked. You know, I thought he's going to be some big player in this whole season, and buff, like it's gone. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
quick man.
Like so she's like, yeah. So they're like, oh, how did he know that? How did he know that information? So it's almost like he's trying to, like, Tariq's trying to get in with that family to find out some info, and now they're watching him now, isn't it?
But does Tariq even know about that family? He doesn't, does he?
No, he's being fast.
He doesn't. He's just
being fast, man.
Well, I don't know. I think Tariq's probably got. I think he's starting to get an inkling of what's going on.
No, he's got inkling because obviously he Googled the dad. He knows the dad was this guy, and obviously he knows that they're big in the game, innit? So he's trying to get in with them. So obviously, like we saw at the end, so he can try and get things to the mum. You know what I mean? Yeah, and stuff like that. But yeah,
and I think he still needs money as well. So I think I don't know if he thinks they're doing drugs or whatever, but he wants to be a player to get money in it because obviously he needs to pay. He still needs to pay Davis McLean for representing his mum.
But they want to clock the girl from Sunset Beach, light skinned girl from Sunset Beach.
Yes, Vanessa.
She has an age one
same,
bit, you know?
Same.
Okay, do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm so glad you said it because for the whole episode I was watching, I was like, I know this woman. Who is this woman? Bruv, I was Googling woman with Davis McLean, like a black woman with Davis McLean. But I was typing because I don't think they even said her name in it for me to know what her name was.
Yeah.
Sunset Beach, bro.
And you know the other woman, the student counselor. Don't you think she looks so much like what's her name, Kerry Washington? I don't know if they're related in real life or anything. The one that's trying to help.
I know, Tyreek.
To me, because I feel like I'm supposed to have seen her in so many other things, but I think the only other thing I've seen her in is in what's that program? This Is Us. Yeah, I've seen her in that, but the rest of them.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's old school, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, but I don't not. Yeah.
But
you know, of course, Pablo had to have their. I don't know. I just instantly just thought of Kerry Washington for some reason, but yeah. But no, I was gonna say, obviously, Power has to have their trademark unnecessary sex scenes, innit?
Bruv, unnecessary. Bruv, you know the maddest thing is, again, I watched it on Sunday. I was going swimming. Stephanie came in from going gym. She's sitting there watching it with me. I was like, yeah, every episode in Power has to have like some random sex scene. Nothing to do with nothing. They just slap it in somewhere.
And it was just so easy. It's just like, evidently from the episode 1, you know these two have got some form of history. Like, and it's just like, okay, they just said 1-2 lines to reveal their history, and it's like, all of a sudden they're just sleeping together. I'm like, okay, you just had to put that in there and bring it back to Power again. But no, but I do like it, man. It literally does still feel like a soap, innit? Like, I look forward to watching it every week.
Yeah, I do. I do think that same woman you're talking about, she's also been in Game of Thrones, yeah? But I think she's British.
What woman?
The same black woman, the counsellor.
I didn't see no black woman in Game of Thrones, boy.
She was. There were black people in Game of Thrones. She was the Red Priestess.
Oh yeah.
What do you think she's just a bit fast though? Like, how can you just try to like do a whole like tribute and like for your dad and that? Like, who are you, bro?
Exactly.
Yeah. That annoyed me. That annoyed me, man.
Like, that's weird, bro.
Like,
why would you do that? Why would you? I mean, like, that's my thing. How could you go from there to just like doing a whole tribute, people with candles and shit? No, I don't know you.
That's not a place, man. That's not a place. Like,
and that's why her man. You could see why her ex-man was just trying to tell her, like,
leave the guy alone.
Do that.
Exactly. Leave the boy alone, man.
Do you know what? I've got a feeling they might have a love interest. You know, Tyreek, something might happen.
Yeah, I felt that at first as well.
I sensed it as well.
I was like, I felt a bit like.
I hope not.
Yeah, I feel like
from the teaching profession, I don't think you should cross that boundary. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
They are above age, so.
Yeah.
But so the whole Mary J. Blige's role. What do you think of it so far?
Okay, there's two things. I like her. I think Monet is so sick. I think she's sick, but I don't like the fact that she's Steve the policeman.
Yeah.
Because for me, I couldn't remember, and I did. Maybe I should have gone back to the first episode. When Tariq Googled the dad, was he one of the police officers that was walking with the dad?
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was. I remember that. I don't think it was.
I hope not. Because then that kind of lessens her gangster.
But obviously, you could tell she's just using him to get information. You could just tell. Like, obviously, he's a local cop. He's a local cop in it. So, anything happening in that house or around that house, she could just go to him, like, just to,
Yeah, that's true.
Just super under the rug kind of thing.
Giving up.
You could tell, even at the end, she was like, "Oh, I need information on Tyreek." Do you know what I mean? Like, she's just using him. That's all.
Yeah, but
like,
did you? But you saw what's her son's name again? What the character Woody plays? Yeah, I can't remember what his name is.
Yeah.
Like Woody saw him going into the house.
Yeah. He knows that.
When he came, he knows. Yeah. I think he's always probably had an inkling feeling anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like it's a little bit like there must be something more going on with that.
I kind of thought that she was having a relationship with him from the first episode. It looked a bit like the way he just came, like, yeah, what's wrong? Is everything all right? Like when he came to the house. So yeah, that was a bit obvious.
No, it's definitely so far. Was it second episode? Was it second or third episode? Yeah. Absolutely, it's fantastic so far.
And I just love hearing that title music, man. Never skip that, never skip it.
I just come from the poorest parts.
Yeah, nice, good. Good. Hold on. So she's 45 now. Sorry, the one who from Sunset Beach, she's 45 now. And when she was playing Sunset Beach, she was 25.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So she really hasn't changed.
Yeah, she hasn't.
Vanessa, mate.
Vanessa. Didn't she have that thing on her face?
That disease, isn't it?
Yeah.
That Virginia gave her away.
Was she with Michael, that guy? Michael?
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, could you imagine if we was doing Fully Geek Pod when Sunset Beach was out? Jesus Christ.
Jeez, the anxiety, bro.
Did that come on every day as well? Or was it one? I can't remember.
Yeah, every day. Every day they had an omnibus on Saturday. Had an omnibus on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Bro, the anxiety, bro. Ooh.
Yeah, again, they ruined that program. It was a massive show. Massive show. All right, that's Power Book 2, episode 2. There'll be more about it next week. All right, someone put in the group, I didn't get to watch it, I'm going to be honest with you. A controversial program came out on Netflix. I'll mute myself. You don't talk about it. Cuties,
yes, cuties. Yeah. Yeah, cuties, man.
Good to hear this.
Yeah, no. So obviously, like, I heard about the controversy from weeks before it came out, saying things like posters are, everyone wanted to cancel. They wanted Netflix to cancel it because it's just inappropriate posters of 11-year-old girls just doing quite provocative positions and that. So I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to watch the film anyway. Like, it's one of them ones. But there's something just in your face all the time, and it came out hour and 29 minutes long. I thought, let me watch this. And so I was kind of prepared. I was thinking, like, let me prepare for the worst. And actually, the film itself is actually a really good film. Like, I can't even, it's well done, but it's just very shocking. And I don't think...
I don't get the message. What is the message?
Do you know what? That's the thing. I don't even think it's a complex storyline. It's literally a girl, like, because they've just moved to that house, to that flat as well. So it's a family that's moved to the flat, and it's like they've got, and it's almost kind of like a situation where the mum, it's a 3-bedroom flat, and you've got the younger brother, and there's three small children. So the girl's the oldest child basically, and she's thinking, like, there's 3 bedrooms, obviously one for the mum and dad, and maybe the baby or the 2 little children. Now she gets to have her own room. They're like, no, that room's not for you. That's for your dad and later to find out that he's going to get married, because I think I can't remember what religion they are, but yeah, he's going to have more
Muslim.
than
They're Muslim.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, so he's going to have another wife basically, and that room is going to be prepared for them. So she's just like, again, and I think she goes down to the laundrette or something where they live, and she sees a girl dancing, but people are trying to make it feel like, oh, like the way the person's dancing, she's got all long hair, like it's an older person. I'm thinking, I don't think that was an older person at all. And she turns around and she's like, obviously a little girl, and like they see each other and they kind of run, but they're in the same school, and basically this, like the main girl that she just basically watches what this group of girls are doing. So the group of girls are called cuties, and basically they're rehearsing a dance sequence for a local dance competition, basically. So they've got different rivals and stuff, and she's just kind of like, I think she made acquaintance with the girl that she met, and they're kind of just saying, "Oh, like you're nothing, like you got no body and all that stuff," and da 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 da. So every night she's going home. So basically, what they're doing is getting her to film like their dance sequence and stuff. And every night she's going home to practice the dance. Like she's watching the video of what the girls are doing, so she's learning the dance routine. Also, she's improvising by watching other like YouTube videos or whatever of other people dancing and stuff. So by the time and I think they had a member of there where she had a fight with one of them, so they fell out with one of the girls, so she left, and she's like, oh, I can replace her because I know all the moves, and she showed them like, yeah, you're in, basically. And this girl, she starts getting a bit more confident, like in herself and all that stuff, and she's wearing more revealing clothing and all that stuff, like and eventually
watching bare MTV Base.
Yeah, just watching bare like booty popping videos, isn't it? Like, and stuff, and it's almost like she just becomes a bit too big for her boots, isn't it? Like even doing things like she had a fight with someone, and then and they revealed that she's still kind of wearing little girls' knickers and all that stuff. Like, yeah, basically the whole thing is just very like, you're watching it and you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to look at the screen, isn't it? Because it's just, you've never seen a program like that with young children or film.
Have you seen kids before?
The thing is, I remember we were studying kids
worse. That's even
in
worse,
media studies, and I heard it, and I need to go back to watch that because I don't think I've seen it.
We were young. I was young when I watched
Kids is a good film.
Yeah, I need to watch that actually.
But it's raw and graphic.
Yeah. But this is
nothing compared to kids.
To be fair, the way people were going on, I'm like, all right, maybe I guess in a lot of filmmakers, and I guess it's a French film as well. So I'm not saying that French people are probably, this is what they do, but it's a different style of filmmaking. It's one of these ones. It's an artistic film. It's kind of giving it to you raw, because that obviously this is what children nowadays, not necessarily saying they do that, but it's kind of almost like children have access now to a lot of things. If you don't monitor your children, what they're doing, this is potentially what they're doing and stuff like that as well. Do you know what I mean? So it was an eye opener, but I don't think it was as bad as everyone's making it.
Yeah,
the way I'm seeing. People are saying cancel it, like Netflix should be ashamed and all that stuff, and I'm like,
you know why? I understand that. I understand why they say cancel it, because obviously, like, pedophiles will love this show. Pedophiles will love this film. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why they're saying that. You know what I mean? Because you're encouraging pedophiles to have free access to seeing girls dance.
I didn't see that.
It's the same thing. Like if you're watching a film, like I don't know, maybe Terminator is a bit fanatical, but something like Extraction, for example, just pure violence, guns, everything, and and we all know that people that might be influenced with that type of stuff, they just go pick up a gun and start shooting everyone. They're not going to cancel that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
this is different. It's like it's little girls, man.
It's almost like you shouldn't have to cancel the artist's work because
what
other people. Yeah, it's like that's society's responsibility. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, I mean, it is raw, and it's like it's one of these ones where, boy, these are young girls, man. It's like it's a bit I don't know. It's a lot of conversation about a lot of debate.
My beef was with the judges and the people that will do the auditions.
And this is what I found a bit strange, yeah, because from that first audition, you're seeing a bunch of young girls come into your thing. They're dancing very provocatively. Wouldn't one person be like, you know what, girls, really, like, you're confident, you've got a lot of energy, but you're 11 years old and this is inappropriate. So we're not saying you can't come into the competition, but can you change your sequence so it's a bit more age appropriate? And I think they want. Yeah, go on.
No, I was saying I obviously I haven't watched the program, but going off what you're saying there,
yeah,
it reminds me of when I used to do youth work in Hackney.
Yeah,
and so I think Kel you might have come to a couple of the shows we used to do, whatever. And like we used to have a bit where like local people would come and do acts, whatever. And there's like lots of little dance groups and stuff, when like lots of street dance and that kind of stuff. And I used to get really uncomfortable when you used to see younger kids that are like primary school age, maybe the beginning of secondary school, and then like they might be dancing to a bashment track or something, and like they're doing all spinning on head and all of this kind of stuff. And I'm like, yes, I know it's a dance that people my own age group can do or do, and I always found it really uncomfortable watching younger children do it, and the response of what the audience was. Because the audience was like, yeah, like they're going mad because it's sick that they're doing it, that kind of thing. Like not on a disgusting vibe, but they're kind of like rating it. And I'm like, no, we can't rate this. So I then kind of took a very good stand. I told all the young people I work with, I'm not allowing, if any show that I'm a part of, I'm not allowing any of them youngsters to come there with that. They need to come with kind of more of a wholesome dance that's a little bit more age appropriate.
Yeah. Because go on, Carl.
I was gonna say, because like obviously, like one of my nieces, she's on TikTok, innit? And that WAP, you know, the WAP had like a little dance routine. So her mum told me to send it to your uncle. If your uncle says yes, then you can put it up. I said no, and hell no. Take that BS down now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, no, so and this, yeah. But it's a reality. The film is a reality. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is what these kids are doing. Like, that's what they are doing. You know?
That's what I'm saying. And it's very well done. Do you know what I mean? And I think, it's probably going to push these young actors. Like, they're probably 11 and all that stuff. But I suppose there's going to be a lot of care and conversations during the film process about, like, okay, you guys are young actors, and I don't know. Yeah, I would imagine that there must be some form of guidance around what they're doing in it, because they're still children at the end of the day as well. But yeah, it's still a good film. I'd still recommend it. But I think if people are just like, if you just kind of look past that, then it's a really good film.
Yeah, like, well, I agree with you. I don't get a whole big uproar. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. No.
All right. Kel, well, last week I kind of ranted and raved about Planet Earth Celebration. I was really excited.
Oh.
And I was like saying, watch it. And then Kel
watched
it.
Gas me, man.
No, don't, hold on. Whoa.
I gassed everyone. Me, bro.
I gassed everyone.
Let's hear this.
No, okay. As a man that's not sowing, I don't see ones and zeros with them programs. Okay, it was sick. Okay, but Kel had an issue with it. Kel, what's the issue?
So I was like, yes, come on, you Planet Earth. Let me get the popcorn out. You know what I mean? A couple of snacks, peanut M&Ms, all of that. Yes. And then I put it on. I'm like, it's just familiar. Maybe it's familiar. Next scene, I've seen this before. I've seen this one before. Basically, it was a celebration in it, so it's just like a
compilation,
a combination of all the previous Planet Earths, and
montage.
Montage. That's what it was basically. So I was just like, I've seen all this already, man. I was getting so excited. We just want the lion and giraffe. When you're saying, I was like, I've seen that already, but maybe I thought, okay, maybe it's a different story or what? It's different. But but I mean, obviously, I still watched it all because I'm that guy. But
so
really to rant and rave about.
Man just basically burst your bubble,
No. But you know what the maddest thing is? I didn't know it was a compilation, innit? Like,
and the thing is, I probably heard the passion. I was thinking, no, Nate's probably sold this, you know.
Brother, I was fully on it.
I was even close to watching it.
I didn't finish watching it yet because I wanted to hear Kel talk about it so I could go back and watch it.
No, the thing is that you don't watch it because you better not watch those shows anyway. So, because I watch them shows, I know what one in it. But you better not watch it. So it'll be new to you guys. You guys, it'll be new to you, but it'll just be like, yeah, go on, Marlon.
Yeah, them man.
Oh, sorry, Marlon. Yes.
Oh, Marlon watched it, yeah.
Marlon watches. So Merv, watch it. Rich, watch it. You know, because you.
Rich just said no.
Oh.
Straight, boy. Straight. Fighting lions and tigers must be a new experience for you.
You're mute, Rich.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan like you about all this stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm sorry.
But what? I mean, the best scene was obviously the best scene and the best part that I'm sure you guys have seen it on social media because it got reenacted in many different ways on social media. Was the iguanas? But what they do is they live by the sea in it, and that's what and because they're on the Galapagos Islands, they've adapted to that environment. So they usually on their cousins around the world. They're vegetarians. They eat off leaves, whatever. But these ones, because they're on an island, but it's surrounded by sea, obviously, they go in. They dive into the sea, and they eat the seaweed and all the other, living things under the sea, and they can hold their breath for like 30 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Which is very rare for a lizard of any kind to do. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like. The way they
keep going, sell it, Kel. Go on, come on, man. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted, bro.
Nathan needs redemption, man. He needs redemption.
But like the way they can adapt to their environment is mad, bro. Because think about it, the Galapagos Islands, a volcano happened and it just exploded, and obviously these islands formed from that explosion, and obviously these animals were on those islands, although that part of land when it exploded, and over the years it has adapted to their environment because there's no grass. There's no greenery on those islands. It's volcanic. So obviously their brain function is different levels where they say, you know what, let's go to the sea and see what I want. And over the years, they've been able to hold their breath longer and longer and longer to half an hour is the max they can hold their breath underwater. And they feed off all the follicles or whatever is underneath the water, do you know what I mean? And come back up. But what they do as well is they lay their eggs at the back. Because obviously where they are now is volcanic, it's rocky, blah, blah, blah. So they have to go behind the rocky side where it's a bit sandy, lay the eggs there, and then go back to their wherever they are on the island. But what happens is, there's no place in the world, nowhere in the world, where you see snakes that hunt as packs. You never see it anywhere.
I've seen that
particular island.
I've seen that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so this is the only place in the world you see snakes that hunt as packs, as in they communicate with each other and they
circle around them.
They ambush.
Yeah,
they ambush their prey. Do you know what I mean? Because snakes are very individual animals or reptiles. You never see two snakes together roaming around let's go here, let's go there. They're always they're very singular. You know what I mean? So basically these eggs. So these eggs now, obviously there's a certain season where all these eggs hatch. And the mad thing is, the lizards hatch, but they hatch hench. They're already hench. And they already know what I want. It's they come to me pushing some weights in the eggs, you know what I mean? And they come out and they know straight away that there's danger. I don't know how they know. I don't know how they know that snakes are danger. I don't know what they do. But they know straight away that it's dangerous. So as soon as they come on the eggs, they start slicking.
So they start dusting in it. They start dusting across the sand, and then the snakes again. Yes.
So the snakes so obviously the snakes know that the season's here, so they all hide behind rocks. But the snakes are blind as well, isn't it? And it's so mad because the lizards just come on the egg and they know that the snakes are blind. So sometimes the lizards just stay still, then wait for the snake to go past it, and they start jetting off again. Do you know what I mean? So it's just mad intelligence at that young age.
And it was incredible. They're incredible.
Yeah, bro.
It's mad how certain animals can just be born and they just get on with it, you know. You just hatch and you're just walking.
You're ready for war. You hatch and it's war straight away.
And you get me? There's even mammals though. There's even mammals like that.
Yeah.
Like when a horse is born.
Yeah, they just start they do that awkward walk in it,
and then they know how to walk
because they know straight away lions, cheetahs, leopards are about. So they know that, listen, I've got to start walking quick. I've got not to run within a day. If I don't know how to run within a day, it's curtains.
And
Do you know what I mean?
Especially like animals that just give birth standing up, they just drop to the floor, you know, and stand up. Like not even not even get knocked out for like a few minutes, you know, just like drop on floor.
And we think
floor.
we're the most
I was
like,
just gonna say,
most
Nate,
powerful being, bro.
it's
Yeah.
mad.
And we take what, a year, up 9 months to a year to start doing stuff, walking, moving, communicating. It's mad.
Yeah, but even those like that lion story you're saying about a giraffe, yeah. No, there's another lion story where these lions are in the desert, like they're in the desert, bro. So there's no hiding place for them.
Yeah,
so there's you know, usually lions will creep up behind some long grass or behind some trees, whatever. It's a desert, bro. So the prey can see them from miles away. So their kill rate is very, very low. There's a success rate in capturing their prey is very low, but they still survive somehow. They're still able to ambush their prey, and they're still able to survive in these wild, mad conditions and bare land where they can be seen coming. Do you know what I mean? So again, intelligence has to improve, adapt to your environment, knowing how to do certain things. Bro, it's massive. And another scene that I've never seen before actually was the fishes in the sea, where like these birds just come down and catch the sea in it. They're just chilling. They're like, yeah, let's go catch the sea for a little bit. Let's chill, wet their feathers. You know what I mean? You know, wet their beaks in the sea or whatever. But these fishes that have adapted here to kill these birds, bro. They just come come yam them quick, just pluck them. Shoot, it's like Jaws, but the bird version. But now these birds now, they've kind of like known, okay, we're getting ambushed now, we're getting kill off. So they fly and just like quickly dip in the sea and just hover above the sea in it. But these fishes, bro, like again, adaptation, intelligence. Bro, these fishes fly out of the water, bro. They fly out, catch the fish, come back in. Bro, it's a mazza. So yeah, man, like it was still entertaining. So yeah, I definitely say you guys watch it.
That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about.
Sold.
Yeah, man.
How are we not sold from the last time Carl did this?
No, we were sold. We watched the whole series.
We all watched it, innit?
Yeah,
okay.
we all watched the whole series. Maybe not Richard, but the rest of us watched it.
No, I watched some of it. I watched
the whole thing.
Do you know, I can't like, I would watch Planet Earth when it's like, if it's just on and I'm flicking through and it's on, I might watch it, but I would never go out my way to really go and watch it. But with the way Carl talks about it, I feel like I've just watched the whole episode anyway.
So you don't need to watch it.
Like, it's so visual. When he describes it, it's so visual, isn't it? So I don't even like.
I love when Kel would tell the visual, and then I like watching it and going, "He was right, man. That's exactly what happened."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I respect it. I will finish watching that episode. I know time is pushing on now, so I'm going to very quickly. We were going to talk about what's to watch in the autumn season, but I guess we can do that next week. Like what's hot and what's not in the autumn season.
Yeah, it's done next week. Man.
Yeah, we'll do that. And we can also talk about what's going on with the Marvel. There's a bit of a Marvel reveal this week. We'll do that next week.
Those DC fandom again.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, again. The second one, yeah.
Okay, send me the link and let's do that next week.
All right, cool.
I just wanted to end on a quick like, would you rather? All right. And I'll randomly just point to I'll choose someone that I can't point to you because you don't know who I'm pointing to. That doesn't make sense. All right. Marlon.
I knew it. Random.
Would you rather find your true love or a suitcase with $5 million inside?
Jeez.
True love, man.
True love.
I know people are going to be like, this chief, but yeah.
Times are hard, but...
I respect it. All right. Richard.
All right.
Would you rather...
Money, I mean...
Would you rather have chapped lips that never heal or terrible dandruff that can't be treated?
Oh, come on, geezer. That is... Jesus Christ.
Obviously, forever or dandruff that can't be. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that can't be treated.
I think I have to go for dandruff. I can't do
I don't like this game. I don't like where this game is going at all.
All right, Merv. Merv, would you rather live without hot water for showers or baths, or live without a washing machine?
Live without a washing machine, man.
Yeah, that's come on. See what I'm saying?
I've got a good question.
All right,
I'm
Kel.
straight never showering again if the hot water goes.
Kel,
Just saying.
Yeah.
would you rather be alone for the rest of your life,
Yes,
Win-
I'll take that,
or-
please.
or always be surrounded by annoying people?
I'll be alone, bro. I'm alone. I'm cool, man. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, let me see if I can scroll and get another one.
You're gonna have to send these to us pre-show next time.
No,
we
that's
can review
nice.
one.
This is why
You're
I
gonna
need
ask yourself your own question.
Oh yeah, I can't. All right, never mind. Yeah, next week I'll be on it. All right, Marlon, would you rather never have to work again or never have to sleep again? If you won't feel tired or you won't suffer any form of negative health effects.
Wait.
Would you rather you never have to work again or you never have to sleep again?
Work. I'd rather not work again.
That's pretty easy, isn't it, man?
That's what you're doing now.
That's what I'm doing every single day of my life now, babe.
All right. Okay, Richard.
Sorry.
Would you rather have everything on your phone right now, your browsing history, your photos, etc., made public to anyone who searches your name, or never use your cell phone again?
Boy.
I'll be fucked either way. Anyone can say I've got a lot of stuff in my.
We know.
We know.
That's what we're thinking, you know, as well.
Ah, man, I'm exposed. Just go for it.
Just go for the
Expose
exposure.
me.
All right,
Yeah.
Merv. Would you rather have everyone laugh at your jokes but not find anyone else's jokes funny, or have no one laugh at your jokes but you still find other people's jokes funny?
That's how it is currently, anyway. That's how it is currently.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
So, okay,
No,
so
wait.
would you like to
Nah.
be like, for example, you think when you say something, everyone thinks you're funny, they'll laugh at all your jokes, but you find no one else funny, yeah? Or would you prefer that no one finds you funny, but you still have the ability to find other people funny?
Yeah, I'd prefer the latter, man. It's too much effort to be funny, innit? It's too much. So I'll take the latter, yeah.
All right, and Kel, your last one. Okay, Kel, would you rather have the police hunting you for a murder you didn't commit, or a psychopathic clown hunting you?
Policeman hunting me, bro.
The police hunt you for a murder you didn't commit.
Yeah. I'm not clown, bro. Are you mad?
Yeah.
Some it's following me, you know. Nah, I'm all right, thanks.
If you should die before you wake. Oh, louder.
Louder, bro.
All right, last one to any one of you. Would you rather get tipsy from just one sip of alcohol and ridiculously drunk from just one alcoholic drink, or never get drunk no matter how much alcohol you drank?
The first one.
That's why save money, innit?
The first one, mate.
Save some money, bro.
Get me? Just no time to just put all that liquor in your body and damage it. You know, just one drink will do.
Yeah, man.
Full effect.
All right, cool. Well, man, them. That's episode 61, Fully Geek Pod.
Come on.
Yeah, mate.
Rate, comment, subscribe. Did any of you think of the hashtag?
No.
All right, we'll come back with the hashtag next week.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
people.
fully something, innit? But
It has to be fully something.
Yeah.
Anyway, people, have a lovely week. Yeah?
Gang.
See you, man.
Gang.
Yo.
Peace.